getting back into the swing of things. Good afternoon, YouTube, on a Sunday. I don't normally make videos on a Sunday, but 12:18 now, like I say, in the PM. Felt like it. Looky here, I can bend it a little bit. Huh? You like that? I actually feel better today than I have for a long time. So I'm going to try to do some work back here. Try being the key word. Hopefully the plan is to get this mounted, and if I can get this mounted then we'll see from there, but I think that's the first order of business, is trying to get that mounted. Now I still don't have obviously full use of this hand. It is still painful right in here, and everything else is stiff from being, well, not used for one thing, and then, you know, it's just, you know how it works. Anybody that's got any age on them knows how that works. But so that's the plan, and like I said, I'm not going to belabor this fact that I am a little bit better and hopefully getting something done. If all goes well, this will be posted Tuesday, and that's the plan anyway, so let's get at it and see what happens. I'm back once more. I do have the scope temporarily mounted. I say temporary because it's going to need some little bit of a tweak here and there, but it is in there. It is upside down before you guys start typing on the comments, but it is in there. It's basically the same either way you go, so I just wanted to put it in there and have it in there with screws holding it. So let me turn it around to the back side and you can see what's back there. Alright, there you can see the 4 nuts on the back of it. I did also mark out an outline on the plastic there so I can know where to drill my holes for my cables to come through. And so that's gonna, you know, pretty much do it. Now that's it's not in there. I mean, I haven't taken a nut driver and tightened them down here like that, but it is basically in there. I'm going to turn it around, make sure it's going to fit the other way too, just for, you know, you never know about things like this. But so I'm going to do that, and let me. That's kind of that was a mistake right there. I just now realized it was a mistake to mark that because it's upside down. But I'll fix it, no problem. So, all right, let me bring you back. Alright, well, here you see it is in correctly now. That's up, and I do have the new hole marked, and everything is going to work out just fine, I do believe. So I'm happy about that. Let's look at the back side. I do have the nuts somewhat tightened, and I put a yes on this. I marked no on the other hole where it's at, so I'll know which is the good hole and which is the bad. I can tell anyway, but like I say, all 4 nuts fit on there just fine. And that's going to do that. Really, that's all there is to that one, because basically it's just a matter of, you know, putting it on the panel. And now the next thing that'll have to be done to this is to unsolder that and solder my wire. Now I have this wire here that I'm going to use for the connect it to the front. I'll probably put the what do you call it, about right down here, about even where it's supposed to be at. Maybe even with that hole, and it come down straight to here or something like that. Don't forget, I've got to run one for the frequency counter up here. You guys are not seeing that. I'm not pointed in the right direction. Anyway, the frequency counter will be sitting up here, so I've got to run a same thing down for that. So that'll probably come out on this side, probably. No, I don't know for sure yet. We'll see. I don't know how big this is going to be yet, and I want to get a better idea of before I decide where to mount everything on the bottom. But like I say, that's going to do that. At least we can see now that's how that's going to look, and that's going to be nice. I like that. It's not perfect. Now this is running downhill. I don't know if you noticed that, but the way they put it together, it's just not straight. But that doesn't matter. You know, I don't really care about that. It just makes it look like it's running downhill, but it's not really. So, anywho, that's that. Again, that's one step closer, and I'm happy about that. Basically, I'm going to work on this because it's going to have to be taken back out, and this is too. Basically, I'm just, getting the holes ready to mount things, and then once I get all the holes drilled, I will, as I said before, sand this down a little bit. I'm not going to do a go hog wild on it and paint it, and then that will be it. And we'll put it all back together and start using it, hopefully. You guys ought to know how that goes. Probably not going to make this a long video because, I don't feel too bad. The hand's doing pretty good. It's the second hand. You know what I'm saying? The primary is this one. I can do most of the work with that, and this one just holds thing every once in a while and does what it needs to do as far as that's concerned. So that's been going pretty good. I've been, I think it's going to work out. I get to all my controls here, switches and everything. Switches just fine. So, no worse than it was before. So, anyway, that's that. And like I say, you can take a look at the bottom there, how it's mounted right to the flat with the top of that. So, happy about that. Now, I did have to tweak it a little bit as far as the holes. It never does, they're 106 millimeters this way, 66 millimeters this way. I started with this hole right down here and basically drilled that one, and then I measured 66 up here with using the speed square to get it, you can see the line there, get it right, and then basically I measured over here 106 from that one, and I came up the same amount from the bottom, I think it was 6 millimeters up from this edge here, and did that one, and then basically measured up 66 more for this one and cut them out. Now it came out fairly close, but it wasn't perfect. I did have to round them out a little bit to get it to work, but that's okay too. It fits fine, and that's all I'm really worried about. So, all right, that's going to do me. I'm very happy, very, very happy to be back in the shop and doing stuff. I don't want to, like I said, go crazy, but I do want to do a little bit, something, because I've missed it so much. And so that's what I've been doing, and it's been going well, and I'm happy about that. So I'm going to stop it here and wish you guys a happy day. Probably going to use, the next thing I do is that frequency counter, and I probably, of course, now this won't be here, that'll be gone. Frequency counter here. And I'll be probably using the nibbler again, and I need to find me a pair of gloves or something for that to use with it. But I want to mark out my my hole, and then I'll drill some pilot holes to start the nibbler, and then we'll go from there. But once I get that in, that just leaves me the frequency generator and the AC voltmeter up here. And once those are all done, this thing will be ready to shoot some paint on, I think. I might go ahead and try to mount some, BNCs down here or banana plugs or whatever I use for my connections here. Like on the dual DC, it's going to have a couple of banana plugs here for output. Banana jacks, I should say. But anyway, that's a good look at it. It's coming along. I'm very happy about it. Again, the Motorola radio for the next project is departed Shreveport, Louisiana is the last thing I've seen on there. It is supposed to be here tomorrow, and I'm hoping that's coming. The big 6-pin connector I spoke of earlier is in Greenwood, Indiana, which is, I guess, a local hub for whatever distribution that is. And so usually when they show up there, they're here a week later, no later than a week, I should say. So that should be here. I don't really need it right now, but like I said, it will be here. So that will be excellent. All right, you guys have a great day. I know, here I am starting to talk again. I feel better, so I'm talking. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. We will see ya.